What's up, you guys? It's Bestiari coming at you with a new series. Gonna call it, I don't know, probably think of something better when I title it, but it's basically me reviewing Reddit teams on the slash Pokemon teams board. Probably my favorite board. I love it. I don't know how I found it, but I'm glad I did. Basically, people post their teams up for review, ask people for help, and I used to be on it a lot more. Right now I haven't been on it as much, admittedly, but I found a really cool team last night. Well, cool core that I really liked, and I decided to build on it for the guy. And the core follows as the first three Pokemon on my team: Gallade, Gyarados, Chandelure. These are the ones I like the most, mostly because the Ninetales he had was simply mostly there for Will-O-Wisp, which is perfectly fine, and Drought for Chandelure. Outside of that, I felt it was conflicting a little bit with the Gyarados, and it wasn't really providing too much with the rest of the team. And the other Pokemon he had was an Absol, was full crit build, so I felt it could easily be replaced by anything else, so it's a little bit faster, a little bit stronger, to add more to the team. So here you can see, I'm not going to be able to commentate too much because I super sped up the gameplay, but you can see Togekiss putting in some work, and the main reason I put it in was for Follow Me, and you can see it's doing exactly that. Beautiful. And Suicune, it's mostly a Tailwinder, so I'll get into on that. I'll mostly talk about what I did. I made the Gallade his Mega. I felt Gallade is a little bit... we both looked at it, and he leaned towards Mega Gallade, so I kept that. I made Gyarados more of a bulkier Pokemon rather than the Mega Gyarados set he had, which was straight 252, 252 sweeper with Dragon Dance. I made a more of a bulky pivot with the Intimidate and the Dragon Dance Taunt combination. And I also put Rocket Helmet I kind of needed a little bit of filler. I didn't want Lumberry, so I went with that. Retrospect with Lumberry would also be really good. And we're already getting pretty close to the end of the game, so I gotta keep going. What else is really cool is I added Excadrill over the Absol. It gives a lot of offensive pressure with its typing, its speed, and Mold Breaker, coupled with Life Orb. Really good. As you saw a little bit earlier, it knocked out, it pretty much destroyed Rotom Wash, and it brought down Hydreigon. Since both of them levitate, it nullifies that and it just does stellar damage across the board. And my Suicune didn't die from it. And that's his GG. Really cool, really simple. It was a little nerve-wracking at the end because I felt maybe the Torrent Earthquake. It's always possible, it's always there. But he didn't, he went Rock Slide, so I felt the game was secure at that point. And you can see here a little bit of a preview, just the moves and a little bit on the stats. Chandelure became... I kept the same idea. I know it's missing the investment, but I don't know what I did to do that. It has the investment now. Still the same, 252 for 252. The only thing I changed is I gave it Choice Scarf. I changed the ability from Flash Fire to Infiltrator, and I gave it Trick. I also changed Hex. The Hex. Originally it was Hex. I changed it to Shadow Ball. The reason why, since we're no longer running Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Ball is a lot better. Other than that, I gave it Trick, because Trick with Choice Scarf is always really good to destroy the momentum on Pokemon that are stall. It keeps them from setting up, and it forces the switch in a lot of situations. That's always really, really good. And if you predict something where you know they're going to stat up, or you know they're going to throw something out that isn't a damaging move, it's pretty much a free turn, depending on what they do. It's also a free switch out. It results in a free switch out, which is even better. And Chandelure has a lot of synergy. It works really well with the Choice Scarf to begin with. If you don't Trick, you at least have a lot of speed to throw off really hard hitting moves. And that's always good. Like, the harder you hit, the better, right? Togekiss was added, like I said earlier, mostly for Follow Me. This could be any Follow Me Pokemon for this team. I just like the bulkiness and the typing and the ability. Togekiss, coupled with the fact that it can Paraflinch, always good, always fun. So I had to have that. Excadrill was brought in over Absol, like I said earlier. Just really good. Protect, because it doubles. To get in on that, the reason I have Protect on Gallade, on Excadrill, and on Suicune is simply because it gives you an extra turn to breathe. You could easily swap in an extra move, like Gallade could run the Substitute, it can run the Sword Stance. Excadrill can also run Sword Stance in its place, it could run a 4th attacking move. And Suicune, can't immediately think of something off the top of my head where it can run in its place. But you always have other offensive pressure, or you have other available moves. I just feel Protect is always good to have on multiple Pokemon, or at least on the key Pokemon. So that way it gives you an extra turn to breathe. So you can kind of scout moves, you can predict what your opponent's going to do. You can save a Pokemon, so you know something's going to get doubled up on. You can protect and know that your Pokemon's not going to die that turn, and your second Pokemon can come in and pretty much get a free hit. Which results in KOs, or results in extra damage. Gives you an extra turn to breathe. You know, kind of think of your moves a little bit. And then situations where both of your Pokemon have Protect, we saw earlier, you can scout, you can kind of just breathe and realize that, yes, you can take that extra turn. So, that's pretty much it for now. I know this is a little bit all over the place. Like I said, I do this a lot, but I mostly just type it out. I've never actually recorded it, so I thought, why not try something new? And maybe this might help some people out there that are learning and don't really know where to go, or people that just want other ideas. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. And like I said, I'm still working on talking and playing at the same time. This was pre-recorded, so it's a little bit easier, but still all over the place, and I apologize, but I'm gonna get better at it, I promise. So this is BCRE, signing off.